Pokemon Legends Arceus releases in literally a couple of hours as of the recording of this video. I'm recording this at 8:51 p.m., so hopefully I can get this video out before midnight when I go to GameStop, but I don't know, we'll see. And in preparation for that, I want to make a best team video for each starter. So, unlike my Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl video where I just did Torterra, this time I'm going to do Decidueye, Typhlosion, and Samurott. So, you might be asking yourself, how are you going to do a best team for Legends Arceus if there aren't any gyms? Because typically, at least when the term best team video comes to mind for me, I think of Mystic Umbreon's series, where he goes over the major battles like the rivals and the Elite Four and the gym leaders and all that stuff. But my best teams are a little different. Instead of dealing with the major battles in the game, my best teams are built to deal with every type in the game. So that means that the team will have super effective stab against every type in the game, and it will resist every type in the game. So no matter what Pokemon you're fighting, you'll have a way to reliably beat it. Now that I've explained what my version of a best team is, let's get on to the video. Starting off this team is of course the starter, Typhlosion. In Pokemon Legends Arceus, it gains the Ghost type, so its strengths and weaknesses are a little different than how they were in previous games. Its Fire and Ghost typing will have stab against Grass, Steel, Ice, Psychic, and Ghost type Pokemon, and will resist Bug, Fire, Grass, Steel, Ice, and Poison moves. Now before I get to the moves, I'm going to use the leaked movesets for all these Pokemon that I found on Reddit, so the movesets are subject to change if it turns out that the movesets that I found on Reddit aren't actually the movesets in the game. But this is what I'm going with. So for its moves, I'm going to be giving it Flamethrower, Infernal Parade, does that say? Yeah. Swift, and Bulldoze. Flamethrower and Infernal Parade as stab, and Swift and Bulldoze for coverage. Next up is the Water Steel type Empoleon. With its stab, it will be super effective against Fire, Rock, Ground, Ice, and Fairy type Pokemon, and it will resist, get ready for it, Normal, Bug, Water, Ice, Rock, Psychic, Steel, Fairy, Flying, Dragon, and Poison type moves. This thing is massive in defense. Now for its moves, I'm going to be giving it Flash Cannon, Hydro Pump, Bulldoze, and Aerial Ace. Flash Cannon and Hydro Pump as its stab, and Bulldoze and Aerial Ace to cover its electric and fighting weaknesses. The third member of this team will be the Landshark Pokemon Garchomp. Its Dragon and Ground typing will be super effective against Dragon, Rock, Fire, Steel, and Electric type Pokemon, and it will resist Fire, Rock, Electric, and Poison moves. Now, when I was giving Garchomp its moves, I was shocked to find that Earthquake was actually removed from the game, so its ground stab won't be as good as it is in other games. Now for the moveset I'm giving it, it's going to have Dragon Claw, Bulldoze, Iron Head, and Rock Slide. Dragon Claw and Bulldoze as stab, and Iron Head and Rock Slide to cover its Ice and Fairy weaknesses. Fourth up is a Pokemon I've never used before, which is Scumtank. Typically for this type of team, I can choose the first 2 or 3 Pokemon, and then I have to figure out which other ones to fit on the team. Kind of like a puzzle, and this entry is the perfect example for that. I probably would never use Scumtank on a team that doesn't have this kind of gimmick, but that's also the beauty of my best teams. They make it so that I have to use Pokemon that I would never have considered using otherwise. Alright, enough patting myself on the back. Onto the type effectiveness and moves. With its Dark and Poison typing, it'll be super effective against Psychic, Ghost, Grass, and Fairy Pokemon, while it resists Ghost, Dark, Grass, Poison, and Psychic moves. In the moves department, I'm giving it Night Slash, Poison Jab, Play Rough, and Iron Tail. Night Slash and Poison Jab for stab, and Play Rough and Iron Tail for coverage against its neutral matchups, since it doesn't have anything to cover its ground weakness. The penultimate entry on this list is the new Hisoyan Liligan. I always love to see Gen 5 get some love since it's my favorite generation, so I was very happy to see so many Pokemon from the Unova region get new forms and evolutions in this game. Its Grass and new Fighting type will be super effective against Water, Rock, Ground, Ice, Steel, and Dark type Pokemon, and it will resist Water, Ground, Rock, Electric, and Grass moves. For its moves, I'll be giving it Drain Punch, Leaf Blade, Poison Jab, and Recover. Drain Punch and Leaf Blade for stab, Poison Jab to cover its fairy weakness, and Recover since it'll faint pretty quickly if it can't recover HP back. That's also why I decided to give it Drain Punch instead of Close Combat. Last but not least is a Pokemon I've been waiting to use for years, but never got the chance to. The savior of this team and my time. You all know who it is. The one, the only, Alolan Ninetails. Wait, what's that? You thought it was going to be Arceus, the mascot of this game and the Pokemon that's been locked behind events since 2009 and is finally getting a legitimate release? No, why would you think that? I never use legendaries on my teams. Anyway, Alolan Ninetails will be super effective against Grass, Ground, Flying, Dragon, Dark, and Fighting Pokemon, and will resist Ice, Bug, Dark, and Dragon moves. For moves, I'm giving it Ice Beam, Dazzling Gleam, Dark Pulse, and Nasty Plot. Ice Beam and Dazzling Gleam for stab, Dark Pulse as a neutral move against its 4x Steel weakness, and Nasty Plot to set up. And that's it, my best team for Pokemon Legends Arceus Typhlosion Edition. How do you think I did? Drop your best teams and even your regular playthrough teams in the comments below. And even if you don't have a team in mind yet, or aren't even getting the game at all, leave a comment anyway. Like the video and subscribe with notifications on in order to be notified of my next video. And I will see you all on the next video.